I've been planning this video for a while, and I needed footage for a B-story type thing. I had a couple ideas. Alright, plan A, take a train. Oh my god, train tickets are so expensive. It costs how much to go to Jasper? Where even is? Okay, plan A was not a good plan. Plan B, get someone who can drive. Hello? Do you want to go on a road trip with me?
Nah, sorry, got exams. Hello?
Hey, do you want to go on a trip with me?
Oh, sure. Where?
There's this place called the Good Enough Lake, and it's about a 5-hour drive away. Do you, Okay, plan B sucked. My friends have other responsibilities, so I'll just use something from the archives. This is me at 18. I'm in Japan. I came here alone. I had a great time even though I barely spoke the language, and it was my first time vacationing alone. Yay! I have my B-roll and I can finally start talking about what I actually wanted to talk about today. Last month, my friend and I went out to look at meteors. We get them here like twice a year and it's become quite the tradition. It was really cold and we had to sit still and just look up like this. Then I said something kind of clever, which happens often but usually nobody's around to hear them. Do you remember when we were in grade 10 and we did nothing but play basketball? I miss that feeling of being so certain of something that you're willing to put your life into it. I feel like I've just been waiting for another spark to happen to me again, and I hate that I'm just waiting. I spend a lot of my time worrying about what I should do with my life. Ever since I was 12, I didn't want to die having achieved nothing. I want to leave my mark. The problem isn't that I don't have a goal, it's that I don't know how to go about achieving it. I hate that I'm sitting and waiting for a spark, but I don't know where to take my first step. I keep telling myself that as long as I get that eureka moment, I'll be good. I'll be on my way to accomplishing great things. But that doesn't do me any good while I'm in limbo. Recently I saw something on social media. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. It's in line with advice I've heard before. Don't know what to do? Just pick anything. Well, what if I pick the wrong thing and it turns out to be a huge waste of time? But that's exactly why people say this. You're almost certainly going to pick the wrong thing, and by beginning somewhere, you're mining away at something. If it turns out that you need to pick something else, at the very least you learn that this wasn't it, and you probably picked up a useful skill on the way. Despite understanding that logic, here's why I'm still afraid. For 4 years, I played basketball every day. I loved it. I'm competitive and athletic, and I fell in love with the sport. I wanted to keep playing well after high school, but it was clear to me that I couldn't do that. I wasn't good, so I stopped. I really like making videos. I'm still very much a beginner, but I consider this channel as a step in the right direction for me. So again, I have this thing that I enjoy and that I'm willing to pour my life into. But what if it turns out that this isn't it? What if, instead of a step forward, I'm just going in circles again? You can say, you're not going in circles. You found out that this isn't it. Now go find something else. But I lose something that I love doing. It's cowardice, really. I consistently make the decision to stay ignorant rather than to move forward. Have I told you why I took this trip yet?
What up, peep?
After a rough first year at uni, I needed a break.
Yeah.
If you've traveled alone before, you'd know that it could be an endless stream of stress. And at the time, I had no experience and I was already prone to stress. But I was able to let go of all my fears and almost impulsively put the whole trip together. I grew a lot in 2 weeks. I learned how to enjoy being alone, but also how to cherish other people's company. I focused on how I saw myself instead of worrying about if other people liked me. But the most valuable lesson I picked up was how to appreciate life. This was taken at a summer festival in Tokyo.
Oh, I know how it does that.
One of my favorite things in the world is fireworks, and this festival had a lot of fireworks.
Oh, wow. That was... What?
I felt alive when I went to Japan. I felt alive when I obsessed over basketball. But I learned that I could feel alive even on an evening stroll around my neighborhood. Living isn't only about chasing rare curiosities and admiring magnificent views. There's endless beauty on a regular day. You only have to define them for yourself. To me, living is taking steps towards the man that I want to become. But I don't make progress nearly as often as I'd like to. My hesitations make me weak. I hate that when I'm weak, I give myself reasons to stay inactive. I give myself permission to waste my life away. I don't ever want to feel weak again. I don't have answers, but giving up is not an option this time. I'm trying new ways to keep myself focused, drilling good habits into a routine, practicing new perspectives. I have no idea how things will unfold, but all I can do is hack away at it until I figure it out. So that's what I'll do. People older than me will tell me that I'm only 21. I'm still young. I got tons of time to figure it out. But this guy used to roast the hell out of his friends who were 21 years old. He thought they were ancient. I wonder what he would say to me. Hey, if you like this video, will you consider subscribing? Although I don't know how you managed to enjoy this because as I was editing this video, I got whiplash from watching it so many times. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. While you're here, you can check out these other videos that I've done. And I'll see you next time. Bye.